Hey guys, don't believe I ever brought you back in this part of the shop. This is my old original machine shop in this building. It's been a while, but dadgummit, got so many machines again that I'm having to turn this one back into a machine room. This little section right here is where my Axelson 16 set for years. We expanded it and just built a wall around it. Trying to move some machines and trying to find some semblance of where they can, you got to have room to work. And so far this little tool grinder seems to be its new temporary home is over here in the corner. So that's what I'm doing on this Saturday. Out here, Don's off doing something. In here trying to see if I can get this machine off the skates. Now, I normally don't like skates, but when you're having to do a lot of moving by yourself, they sometimes come in handy. Just got to be careful with skates. You remember 3 points define a plane, and on concrete that's not exactly parallel and level, you can push something along and not all 4 skates are going to have the same amount of pressure on them, and one will slip out on you. So I don't know if we can see down there. I always, after I learned my lesson, I always put down 3 skates. There's 1 in the middle and there's 2 on the back. When we moved this in here, we went ahead and put it on 1 skate and then another. Well, that ain't gonna work. See, what I'm trying to do is get this thing up high enough to where I can take out the 2 back skates. Hopefully this thing's short enough. We'll try it. Y'all want to see better? What I'm doing is I've got a bar across the back hand. There we go. Got a lot to do when you're looking after all this by yourself. See if we can get right over the middle. All right. Got the weight off of it. One skate is out. Two skates are out. Got to get these out so I can move the Hardinge HC chucker into position. And by myself, there's no way I can go through a door and change it. Got to get it pushed in through a 3-foot door. And skates are the only answer. Okay, let's go down easy with this. Okay. Now, a lot of these old machines have these holes in the base where you can put a rifle in and use a forklift or slings to pick it up with. This out over that area. Watch, make sure you don't get a knob or something, or a bed. Okay. I haven't been keeping any machine tools in this side because, well, I don't want to run 2 air conditioners, but I don't have much choice anymore. You don't have any of these endless slings and you move machines, highly suggest getting some. Bob's your uncle. Two rods, an endless sling, one old fart, and an engine voice can do wonders. My eventual plan is going to put all the grinders in this room. You guys are looking down. My eyes are up here, buddy. The eventual plan is to put a metal vacuum cleaner that I can hook up to all of these machines in here, because you do get a lot of grinding dust, and I think by ganging all the grinding machines in here I can control it much easier. Okay, my next victim is that Hardinge over there. I've got to clear it out so I can bring another machine in the front. Now this is what I call my dirty part of the shop. This one's got about a 20-foot ceiling, 14-foot eaves. That's a 14-foot door. And I keep all my dirty work out here. Got everything kind of staged in here now, figuring out where to go. That's a 50-pound little giant hammer that unfortunately I think I'm going to sell. The reason being is I don't have a permanent place I can mount it. Seems to be needing a better base and a forge, and until I do something outside, which according to the wife will be a very cold day, so I'm going to have a forge to keep warm. That's probably not going to fit into my rest of my lifetime. Got all kinds of stuff out here, from woodworking stuff to doing the dirty work on the machines we bring in. Got some floorboards at the last shop. I sure missed having some of those. Those are good. A kiln over there. And got some other machines sitting over here waiting their turn. That drill's ready to leave. Well, this is good. This is the backsplash guard system off of that Hardinge. And I cleaned the Lexan on it. And shoot, that looks pretty good. It survived the trip to the shop with no extra bracing in the wind, so I'm pretty sure that's Lexan. Another old, what came in the mail today. I don't know if you could read that. One of the old students that came here for scraping class sent me a 4-foot straight edge that he wants stress relieved and planed. Can you read that? He's got a sense of humor. Fragile. No, it's not Italian. Anyway, got to get going here. Next victim is that right there. We've got to get it off the rollers and onto the skates so I can maneuver it through that door over there into the large machine shop room. Hardinges pick up a different way. I need a different thing here. this may be too long. Yep. Let's see if this one will work. Yeah, perfect. Done. Let it dip. No Don. I miss that old guy. Remember, only 3. You can think about using 4, but don't you do it. These little engine hoists turn out to be a handy tool. That and an assortment of straps and pry bar, you can move the world. I don't know if I even showed you guys any close-up pictures of this. This is a Hardinge Super Precision HC chucker that I bought. This was a working machine in a working machine shop, and fortunately the owner got Alzheimer's and died. This is one that I've found that's probably the best condition I've seen in a long time. For those that don't know what the heck this is a precursor to CNC or even numerically controlled units. This is a really nice machine. It's called a chucker, and as you can see, you can put chucks on it, but right now it's got a collet closer on it on the back. And its claim to fame is this: you can put 8 tools here. Actually can do more, because you can put double tools in some of these. It's very precise, super precise. That's why I say super precision. It's got a stop up here, and if you notice, one thing's different about this one. Let me show you over here on this Axelson. Excuse me, you've got to vacate the premises. Get out of there. This has a whole bunch of screws and lead screws going through there that make everything on this machine work on the carriage. This one doesn't have a single one. It's got one gear up here that basically makes this handle travel back and forth. But if you want to make it go motorized, you have to use the electric motor setup, and it's very precise too, and it's got an electric motor on the cross slide. So basically you set this up for doing production. These are little stops that you can move to where when you bring your tool in, it hits that stop, and then you can take and go to the next, like 2, 3, 4, and you line all your tools up and stop them there, so you don't have to measure anything. You can bore. This has got a chamfer. This has got a cutoff tool. Just all kinds of neat things. And all my life, I've always sit there and wished I had one of these, because you get tired of changing tools. Now I don't have to. You can even put on top of here a parting tool that comes down. These were the really hot stuff in their day. That's the speed control. You got reverse, and then you have 3 speeds down here, and you can set them here. So just by moving that changes your speed, and then that's forward and reverse. It's got a tool table, collets, even more collets, and it came with a wide assortment of these little tool blocks. These slide in that slot right there, and you can mount your tools in them like he has here. Everything from a threader to you name it, you can do it. The one thing you can't do on this is thread. On that machine, you have half nuts and a precision screw built in. This machine doesn't have one. Got a built-in pump. You're supposed to use oil on these, which we will, but no way to thread. Unless, see these 2 little pads right here? Those are used to mount this. This is an automatic threader. It bolts onto the back, uses air pressure. This bolts onto the table. And you can adjust this to do internal threads of any pitch. And it uses different things to do that than any other lathe. It uses these. These are precision threading masters, if you will. They mount on the back of the spindle here, and that big contraption mounts over, and an arm comes down with a thread chaser on it. That is this item. And you have to have one of these for each pitch of screw. And basically when you lower it down, it goes onto that and follows it as it turns. You only do about 1.5 inch thread. These are all the sizes that I bought for threading. I bought this from a man, it's one of the videos. It shocked me. It was on eBay and it was 40 miles away from here. So I went and bought it, and now the reason I moved this out here is so I can mount it on there. Just got to clear out a few more things. Also got to find a place to put this. Now, a friend bought these at an auction. It comes with a computer too. It doesn't have the head on it, But he got 4 for like $12, and this thing is heavy. Anyway, he gave me one to play with. That is an air table, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I doubt if I can use it to measure things because I don't have the head, but we'll see. It's fragile also. All right, so I've got this where I can move it around. There's a little, call it mounted chuck. Clean those up, and this sucker will be nice. Like I said, that this assembly right here mounts on the back and keeps oil splatter away. And all of this is a guard to come down over it while you're working. I guess this video is getting a little bit long. You have to work by yourself now. No offense, Don. Miss you, guy. Anyway, that's what I've been doing today. What have you been doing? Take care. Thanks for watching.